Well, hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. So, in this episode, I have a very interesting bike for you, and it is the 2023 Merida Scultura 6000 Di2 with the retail price of 3,300 British pounds, or approximately, you can say also about 3,300, 400 euros. So of course I'm going to give you the buyer's guide for this bike, and then at the end I'm going to tell you, should you just go ahead and buy it, or should you just shortlist this bike? Okay, so Merida Bikes. You are probably aware of Merida Bikes. They are a huge company based in Taiwan with a big research center they have in Germany, and they have been in the bike business from the 1970s, so they have a huge heritage in making road bikes, but also mountain bikes. And a few years ago, you could have seen Merida being ridden on the pro level, on the level of the Tour de France professional teams. This year they are not present there, but definitely Merida knows how to make excellent carbon fiber road bikes. Okay, so this Merida Scultura, who is this bike for? So this Scultura platform is all about a lightweight climbing machine with, of course, now aerodynamically optimized frame and the fork and some other components. So this is the classical way that all of these climbing lightweight machines are going. It's always going to be now a bit of aerodynamically optimized frame and the fork, and as I say, some other components. As I said, the retail price on this bike is 3,300 British pounds, which in my opinion is a very interesting price, very good price considering what you are getting on this bike. When it comes to the paint scheme, there are two paint schemes on offer. The first one is this very classical, totally blacked out paint scheme with a hint of kind of silver. And then we have this beautiful metallic silver paint scheme, which definitely would be my choice. Of course, here it's absolutely great that Merida is offering at least two paint schemes on this level of the bike, again with the retail price of about 3,300 British pounds. Okay, now we can dive into the specifications of this bike and really see what will you get for your hard-earned money. Now when we speak at the frame and the fork of this bike, so you see the frame is a carbon fiber CF3 level carbon fiber frame from Merida, 12mm through axles front and the back, a bit of internal cable routing and flat mount disc brakes. And also the fork is the Scultura CF3 carbon fiber fork. When it comes to this CF3 level of the carbon fiber, this is not, creme de la creme, best of the best that Merida can do. They have a higher level of the carbon fiber. I think it's called now CF5 level. So just keep in mind that as it is, as I said, this is not creme de la creme, best of the best. On this level of the bike, I absolutely have no problems with this. I truly believe it's a high quality carbon fiber frame and the fork. Also, this frame comes with a press fit bottom bracket, classical Shimano 86.5mm standard. I'm not expecting any problems or creaking noises. And also the maximum tire size you can fit on this frame is the 30mm front and the back. Now let's look quickly at the wheel set on this bike. So the wheel set is from Merida, their own aluminum wheel set, front and the back, 22mm high rims and 17mm inner width of the rims. As I said, a classical aluminum wheel set which is tubeless ready, but you will have to, provide your own tubeless tape and the valve. And also the hubs on this wheel set are some kind of Merida's own VP hubs, 12mm through axles front and the back, I'm guessing with some kind of sealed cartridge bearings. I'm not expecting anything special from this wheel set. Probably the total weight is going to be somewhere in the region of 1,900 grams or 2,000 grams. So definitely this wheel set as it is, use it. When it falls apart, then definitely upgrade to something from, I always suggest you to have a look at DT Swiss wheels to start with. If they are, a bit too expensive for you, you can have a look at some other manufacturers like maybe, Zip wheels, Bontrager wheels. There are so many other wheel companies out there. This specific wheel set is also wrapped in the Continental Grand Sport race tire, 28mm tires front and back. Again, excellent in my opinion Continental tires. 28mm will give you enough air volume and a proper smooth ride. And definitely in the future, I would always stick with the 28mm tires or even 30mm tires, just because of this very nice air volume inside and smooth ride. And also when you are changing these tires, of course, you can keep with Continental tires, which are superb. You can maybe go with, Vittoria tires, with Pirelli tires, Goodyear tires. There are so many good choices out there now. Now let's talk about the group set on this bike, because it's definitely a secret sauce of this bike. So when it comes to the crankset, this is a Shimano 105 crankset, 50-34 chainrings, of course paired with the press fit bottom bracket from Shimano. And the cassette on this bike is also the Shimano's 1134 cassette, Shimano 105 cassette. So definitely you see here 1134 cassette and 50-34 chainrings. So you have this beautiful 1-to-1 gear ratio. No problems in attacking any steep mountains with this bike. And the chain, they didn't cut corners here, so this is a 12-speed chain, Shimano M6100. So this is from the mountain bike world chain, but definitely, in the future, if you are changing the cassette or the chain, always keep it compatible with the Shimano's 12-speed group set. So is it a Shimano 105 level chain, Shimano 105 level cassette, always keep it like that. So now speaking about the group set, so shifters, front mech and the rear mech, it is the Shimano's 105 Di2 electronic group set. So this is a 12-speed electronic group set from Shimano, absolutely superb, excellent group set, no complaints here. Front mech and the shifters are wirelessly communicating, and then you have a cable connection between the rear mech and the front mech. As I said, superb 12-speed electronic group set from Shimano. Braking system on this bike, again, Shimano 105 hydraulic disc brakes front and the back, paired with the Shimano's RT64 braking rotors. So, okay, these are braking rotors that are pretty, basic from Shimano. 160 millimeters front and the back, which is absolutely excellent. And here, definitely, I can advise you in the future, when you destroy these rotors, just upgrade to something like Shimano Ultegra level rotors, or you can even use the Shimano's SLX, Shimano XT rotors from the mountain bike world. Now, when we look at the handlebar and the stem, so the stem comes from FSA, so this is an aluminum stem from FSA, different lengths, from 90 millimeters to 120 millimeters, depending on the sizing of the frame. And also I have to say here that the handlebar is from Merida Expert SL aluminum handlebar. So both pieces are aluminum, absolutely no complaints here, and both pieces are separate, nothing is proprietary here, so you can easily adjust your position on the bike. And really, if you want in the future, you can upgrade these handlebars to something like carbon fiber. Personally, I just wouldn't bother with this. When it comes to the seat post and the saddle, so the saddle is Merida's own production saddle. I have no experience with these saddles. Saddles are always a personal preference, and you might just want to upgrade and use your own saddle here. But when it comes to the seat post, Merida Expert carbon fiber seat post, classical 27.2 millimeters, again superb, just because it's going to soak up a lot of smaller road bumps. Now you see, when it comes to the total weight of this bike, I am expecting this bike to be something about 8.3, 8.4 kilograms, including the pedals on the bike, and this is probably for some kind of a classical size medium on this bike. So definitely, if you want to drop the weight of this bike, you will have to, upgrade the wheel set on this bike, and maybe also, play a little bit with the lighter options for the handlebar, stem, seat. But definitely, as it is now out of the box, this about 8.3 kilograms, I believe, is a very competitive bike weight, again, for the price of 3,300 British pounds. So, in summary, what is my advice to you? Should you just go ahead and buy this bike, or should you just shortlist it? Well, I truly believe that you should just go ahead and buy this bike with a retail price of 3,300 British pounds, or roughly, as I said, 3,400 euros. Again, superb carbon fiber frame and fork, excellent Shimano 105 Di2 electronic group set, and of course paired with some basic aluminium wheel set from Merida, which is again an option for the upgrading in the future. So I truly believe that Merida has done a very good job here. Value for money bike, I would definitely say, with this, Shimano Di2 electronic group set. So I think this is going to be it for today. I hope you like what I'm doing, and if you do, keep on watching, keep on liking, and as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Cheers!